Hey there, friends and enemies. JoPaWrites here once again, and today we have a brand new Marvel's Avengers video for you. This one with the full introduction of Spider-Man. Finally, we get him. He's been teased for so long, and I can't wait. Now, I know it's unfortunate that he's a Sony PlayStation exclusive, but as somebody who's plays on PlayStation, I'm definitely going to be checking him out on day one. The nice thing is he does come alongside the new raid, so you will still have a big update even if you play on PC or Xbox. Anyway, I'm going to watch the video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Helps me out tremendously. I'm going to be covering this patch in full detail once it does drop on November 30th. And let's check out the trailer and I'll give my thoughts afterwards. Okay.
Let's see. Dozen of them, one of me.
Huh. Circle K cup. Knockoff brand.
Another day being Spider-Man. Nice try.
That was a cool move. I like that a lot. The Mortal Kombat reference.
Really use some cover. Heads up. Whoa! Holy fire! That was close.
Thor, Captain America,
I'm just saying, you look great.
Iron Man.
Looks like I got some friends too.
The whole crew.
Assemble.
Okay, he said the thing.
Scattered.
Couldn't have put it better myself, buddy.
Come on, let's go. This way.
Kamala, put her there.
That was dope.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man. We'll keep working on it, bud.
All right. So initial impressions. I saw some people saying that he looked clunky, looked a little slow. I can understand that if you've played Insomniac's Spider-Man games. But I will say this game is a very different feel. This game is going to be about fully building the character. We haven't seen his full abilities. This was just a cinematic trailer, not a gameplay trailer as well. So it felt like it was a little slow motion for emphasis. So I'll ignore those kind of thoughts for now until I see actual live gameplay of him. That said, I'm excited. I think some of the foundations that we've seen as far as movement in this game with some of the characters, you like Hawkeye or using his bow to get around, it kind of leads you to really, or Black Widow's another one, leads you to see where they can go with Spider-Man, the web slinging and all that kind of good stuff. Some of his abilities look like they could be very interesting. It doesn't seem like he'd have any kind of heal or anything like that, like we've seen with Hawkeye, with Black Panther, and those kind of characters. So I'm really curious to see what his kit is going to look like once we do get him in the game, how he synergizes with other characters. Is he going to be like Thor, where he's main DPS qualities with a bit of maybe team buffing abilities, nanobots? I don't know. The nice thing about Spider-Man though is the skin potential as far as what they can bring to the table, as far as like Scarlet Spider, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, all that kind of stuff is off the charts. That's going to be really cool. He's coming at a great time alongside the raid, so it's going to generate a lot of interest from hardcore players who want to do the raid, as well as characters who've been waiting on Spider-Man for so long, or players who've been waiting for him for so long, because he's one of the most universally beloved Marvel characters, has been for many years. There's a reason Sony and Marvel fight over his rights, try to get him in all the movies, and try to make sure they have Peter Parker involved in all these different titles one way or another. So the timing of this is also very interesting because it's shortly before the brand new Spider-Man releases on in the movie theaters. So that's another reason that they might have saved him for this long, is coinciding those two at the same time is going to generate a lot of hype around both. Whereas if you had released them at a different time frame, maybe you wouldn't have been able to catch the wave. And the Spider-Man movie, No Way Home, is one of the most looked forward to Marvel movies probably since Infinity War. So because of that, there's going to be a lot of attention paid to the game. Just because Spider-Man is going to be looked up on Google quite a bit, you're going to see searches from YouTube skyrocket. So I think the timing is actually really smart. Again, coming alongside a raid where everyone in the game, not just PlayStation players, have access to that. I think that's absolutely necessary, because if PlayStation players got their own content without anything for the rest of the player base, I feel like a lot of people would be a lot more bitter. I know folks are going to be upset about this already. This is something that's probably out of Crystal Dynamics' hands. I'm sure that it was either this gets Spider-Man in the game this way or no way at all. Because Sony does own the rights, they also obviously own PlayStation, and they own the rights to Spider-Man, so I'm not shocked by this. It's why the Spider-Man games remain PlayStation exclusive. Hopefully those come to PC eventually as well, but overall, I'm very excited personally to get hands-on, start working on builds for Spider-Man. I think the game play improvements that we've seen them announce, I did a video on that as well earlier, so check out the my Marvel's Avengers playlist for that, because I did a video going over all of the changes to the way leveling is going to work. They're increasing the level cap. They're going to be including additional ways for you to farm loot, exotics, and other types of gear, which is huge. And we're going to obviously have the raid, which is going to provide the highest endgame content in the game, as well as the best rewards that we've seen so far. They're also changing the way cosmetics work as far as unlocking. You're going to be able to actually unlock cosmetics through your credits, which is huge as well, because you generate so many of those that it felt like a waste not to have a way to unlock those in that way. So overall, like I said, I'm super excited about Spider-Man coming to Marvel's Avengers. I'm just as, if not more, excited about the raid coming at the same time. Hopefully we get more information, a trailer on that soon as well. But either way, I think it's a great time if you are a Marvel's Avengers fan, if you've put the game down, if you're a lapsed player, or if you've been waiting to check the game out. It's a perfect time to try it now. See if you like it. All the DLC, all the expansions, everything is completely free, which is absolutely crazy. And one of the reasons why I've continued to support the game, because they've had some missteps over the course of time, but everything that's been, like, besides the skins, everything has been free as far as updated content. So new locations, new characters, all of that kind of good stuff. So every time they do release that kind of new content, I jump back in. I have a blast with it. Level up my characters. I have my Black Panther all the way leveled past 50. So I'm excited. I hope you are too. My name is JoPaWrites. Stay tuned for future Marvel's Avengers videos, and I'll catch you all later.